good morning YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Another cold and miserable day in the United Kingdom. And for those that follow the channel regularly, Matt has brought back his Clio 200. He sold it, had the TT, had a few other bits that we did as well with a Golf in between. But the opportunity came back to take the car again, and he's done it. Now there's one job that he's wanted to do for a long time, and that is adjusting the steering wheel because it's a little bit too high with the aftermarket seat mount. So today, join us on fitting those to the car. So in the kit, we get some nice turned spacers, a keyring. To be honest with you, the £28 it costs is probably a little bit overpriced for the production cost, but it's the convenience of having a kit that bolts on. If you were to go out and order one batch of those, it really wouldn't be worth your time. So we've got a little fitting instruction kit here that we'll go through now and give you guys a full step-by-step of the install. So with the lower trim removed, it didn't mention in the guide that we're following here that you need to remove the left tab as well that we could see. But as you saw in the video, it's pretty straightforward, and you've now got where that pink paint is there on that stud, that's one of them. There's one up in the back there, and then it's going to be the same on the other side. So we're probably going to struggle to get the camera angle in there, but we will remove those now and carefully lower the collar. So we've gone underneath, and unfortunately we can only see 3 of the 4 threads and the nuts. We're actually now going to remove the lower trim panel. I've never done it on a 200 before, but it looks like it's 2 T20 Torx bits, which we've got here. We'll undo those, and then we'll see if we can pop this lower trim off, but it doesn't mention it in the manual. It said we should be able to see the 4, and I've got the yoga mat out and laid underneath it, and I cannot see the front stud, which is going to be here somewhere roughly. So we'll take the trim off and have a quick look now. Okay, so you do have to remove this large lower trim. It has got the 2 T20 Torx bits, and then it's got these clips that bolt to the top, and you just carefully wiggle it under the adjustment handle, and you can now see all the studs that we've got to undo. So there are these big ones here, 2 large ones at the front, same size on the back, and then we should be able to get these spacers fitted. So with the 13mm socket set up on a long reach, we can now undo the 4 studs, which are just here. So to give you an idea, under the car you can see the rear one there, and then in this trim panel here you've got the front one, and that's the same for there and back there. So as standard, there's plenty of thread on there, so they're definitely not short, but it is a heavy old column to put back in. Not the greatest camera angle, but hopefully gives you an idea, and it is a 2-man job personally. So the steering lowering kit is on, we're out on the road. It's good to be back, so good. Ah, it makes all the right noises. Ah, man, what a package. Now the steering wheel, like we said, it's not an easy job to do. It's not an easy job. I definitely wouldn't recommend doing it on your own, that's for sure. But the issue comes that when you lower the rack down, the weight of it and trying to suspend it, we ended up using a little scissor jack just to take the weight off of it and then put the spacers in. And at the time I didn't realise that the spacers needed to be screwed on. I thought they just slid on. But once we got it all back in place, as you'll see from the clip I'll overlay now, everything went back together the same way it came apart, and we're not even on the lowest setting. You can have these seats another 20mm lower and still bring the steering wheel down to follow. So great little bit of kit for the money. Not a complicated job to fit, just a bit awkward and heavy, and as you probably saw in the clips, laying on your back, cooling underneath it, just not comfortable feeling the blood drain out of your arms. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, until next time, thanks for watching. Obviously hit the like, subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next adventure with another Renault Sport, no doubt.